We are currently in the parking lot of Bass Pro, and someone asked us to film a Bass Pro. Now, a few things. We're on the one on iDrive in Orlando. It's like the start of iDrive, basically. It's by, I don't really know the way to say it, but Deezerland is what we call it. Desertland, whatever, the indoor attraction place.
Yeah.
But something about Bass Pro, when we lived in Springfield, that is where Bass Pro started and is the biggest Bass Pro ever.
Yeah.
This one's looking a little small, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you this one, and if we ever make it back up to Springfield, we'll actually show you the big one. But either way, this is a tour of Bass Pro. Pretty fun place just to walk around. Also, they are dog friendly, just so you know. We did take our dog to the one in Springfield, but anyway, let's go check it out. Another thing about Bass Pro, they do tracker boats. And so my dad actually owned a tracker boat. And their theming is on par with like Disney, to be honest. They theme things really well. Now, we've never been in this one. Maybe it's different, but the one in Springfield, amazing. And the one in Springfield has Wonders of Wildlife, which is also fun to go in. Of course, Johnny Morris is the one that started it all. It says Johnny Morris Outdoor World Bass Pro Shops, Florida's great American outdoor store. And I like all this vegetation they've got going right here. I am curious to see, though, we haven't been in a Bass Pro in a long time. However, the Midwest, they have a bunch of Bass Pros. And down here, it's kind of not as many. There's one in Daytona. But this one's definitely not near as big. Clothes, you have quite a bit of clothes from Bass Pro, because we'd go there on the weekends or whatever.
Yeah.
Walk around, find some stuff, yeah. And then in Springfield, they also had an outlet, yeah. They had an outlet store. That's what I want right there, look at that. It's got 6 seats, and then it's got a bed. Hours, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, Sunday, 10 to 7. And then look at the door handles. Right away, you've got restrooms. Now, I will also say in Memphis, the Pyramid in Memphis is a Bass Pro. It used to be the Memphis Grizzlies Stadium. So I've actually been in it when it was a basketball arena, and I've been in it when it's been now a Bass Pro. Very cool. And they also have, I think there's one in North Florida, but like a themed bowling alley. And I think they have one in Memphis that's themed, so maybe we'll try that out sometime. But these are always awesome. And one more thing, they do have really nice restrooms. All right, let's get started with the tour. Welcome to Outdoor World, Florida's great American outdoor store. It's also nice they have everything labeled here. All right. So this is gonna be kind of a little tricky to film everything, but we'll just kind of walk around and show you an overview. And if you are really interested in Bass Pro, would recommend just stopping by. But they do have the iconic logo shirts, and you'll see a lot of people have the iconic hats right here, especially in the Midwest. These are popular. $5.99 though, that's not bad at all. So we've got tracker boats, tracker off-road. So you can get an idea of what boats they have. My dad's was actually like, I think that, it was this model, but a different color, right? Wasn't it something like this? I don't know, it was something. Yeah, you're right. It was maybe bigger than that one too, I don't know, but it was a fishing boat. It's nice though. The one in Springfield has some really nice boats in it. And you can go up and look in them and stuff. I love doing that. So we're just over here on the right side first, which is the marine side. White River Fly Shop up there. Ooh, look at this one. There's also some boats outside, the pontoon boats. Timber loves the pontoon boats. All of your fishing needs. And also at the one in Springfield, they have a museum, like a gun museum, which is pretty cool. Some very rare items. Kind of show you where we're at. We entered up there, so we've just been going along the right side. Hey, Timber, question for you though. You don't like the dead animals. Does it bother you here as much, or?
There's other stuff to look at, so I don't pay
So you're
attention
distracted
to it
by
so
other
much.
things. Okay.
But like they have in Springfield, they have that big bear.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Kind of creepy, huh? It's nice though. They've got their own personal, like, little fishing shop back here. Yeah, that's really nice. I've never been fly fishing. Pictures all throughout. But at first observation, this is a lot smaller than the Springfield one. Look at this shark. A little putting green for where they had their club. I don't know, maybe. I mean, look at all the fishing poles. I know the one in Springfield has a lot of fishing stuff. I feel like it might be slightly more popular in Florida due to being surrounded by water.
Yeah, I don't know that it has this much, but I didn't really pay too much attention to the fishing section in Springfield.
They have that whole little room, you know, when you go in, you take a ride.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's quite the variety
Right.
there as there is here, and rightfully so. I mean, there's a few lakes and stuff, but we're not in Missouri. We're not surrounded by, obviously, water. Do you remember what the restaurant is called in Missouri? Hemingway's. Yeah, you're right. If we go back, we'll do a review there, but I don't know if they have a restaurant here or not, but they do have a lot of Uncle Buck's. That's a theme throughout all the Bass Pro shops. And then the toy section. I will say even as an adult, enjoy the toy section. They've got a lot of unique gifts. Like, look at this. Here is axe throw, cornhole, yard games. Uncle Buck's has some, like, different snacks in it.
Oh yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and they had the fudge.
Fudge in
Springfield.
Springfield. Kayaks in the back. Look at this wooden camp stove set. And then the sheets and blankets are always good. This is what my mom had, right? I think she had that. Zoomed out here so you can see everything. I always like these. Look at this. There's manatees on the back painting. If you've never been inside a Bass Pro, I think you would be like, holy cow, there's so much in here, because even we're used to Bass Pro and it's still just like unbelievable the amount of items they have. We're now over kind of in the camping section. Some grills. And I do like how they have their signage here, so like camping section. Airsoft right there, men's apparel. We've kind of just made a lap, so we started there, walked all the way around this way. They have a nice gun selection. More of Uncle Buck's. We've got moon pies. And then, so left will be women's clothes. Right will be hunting, so your rifles, ammunition. Up here is the Archery Pro Shop. The official Florida State record non-typical whitetail, 1999. A scary thing here. Ugh. And then, what do we have here? Oh, look at that. That's huge. Some more records up here on the wall. And then your gun section. I also have a good amount of dog toys, which is nice. Women's clothes, front entrance over there. Kind of men's. There's clearance. Now I will say some of their normal clothing very expensive. So like this is on sale for $35, which isn't bad, but normally probably $60. Some more areas to look at. Hunting clothes in the back, the shooting arcade, rainwear, footwear. I forgot they do have a lot of shoes. And then that takes us back to the front. Hunting chairs, hats, some more hats. I might walk away with a hat today just to have. This is a classic one here. Look at that. That's going to be a little more than probably the one up front. Let's see, $10 because it's actually like embroidered on there. That's a solid one though. I actually might get this one. We do have clearance though. Let's see. Now one thing I'm not big on I'm not big on like trucker hats, more regular hats. That one's $17. Now the very helpful employee up front said there's a tiger in here we have to look at. I'm not sure where it's at, so we'll try to find that and film that. But you can see here is the shooting arcade. 50 cents, like the old one at Disney, to where you could aim at stuff. Look at that, aim, fire. These are fun. Definitely some good rainwear here. Lots of Columbia items. And then that takes us over to the shoes. Good selection of men's and women's and kids' shoes. You have several from here. Also like work boots. There's like some good work boots here. Hiking. Definitely a good variety. Obviously we're in the footwear. The front's just kind of right up here. Still looking for that tiger. There you go. Oh, somebody just said they've never been here before. I just heard them say that. So I wonder what their reaction is to everything. Here's something you don't see every day. Fish. Sandals. You what?
Everybody wore those all the time.
Oh, really? That's like the first time I've seen them.
Oh, gosh.
You want a pair? Also in this like middle section, they've got a lot of sunglasses. Now, a few years ago, Bass Pro bought Cabela's, so you'll see some Cabela items at Bass Pro. Timber has a Cabela's hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the tiger's over here. Okay. At the Archery Pro Shop. The archery range. Oh, wow. Yep, right here. That is a big tiger. Now, I think the lady said, oh, India, 1963. The lady was telling us up front that this tiger was eating, like, in India, all the livestock, which was fine, they said, whatever, but it started attacking people. And I think the same person that shot this tiger shot the bear that I showed you at the front of the store. But yeah, that's a very tall, big tiger. And she did tell us, I believe, that this picture is maybe of the bear up front, and the guy that shot it is the same guy that got this one. Yeah, look at this. I think I'm just gonna stick with the classic hat, $5.99. Now, one thing I don't see, golfing section. Information station, there's the front, and they do have a fitting room in case you want to try on a few things. Walking towards the back again, I'm actually glad we walked this way because I didn't realize they had an aquarium here. Educational aquarium. Here's the fish. No. But they do have a huge snapping turtle at the one in Springfield. I know the original one, I think, died, but it was very old. Oh. I think I'll go buy this hat and then we'll head back outside. Green one is also a cool color. There you go. Join the club, right? I agree. Uh-oh, though, you found bucket hat. You like that one better? Let's do that. I love all the little knickknacks. And then Timber Circus peanuts. Here's where you check out. There's some taffy.
Oh yeah, Kathy used to go hard on that.
Lemon drops. And some fudge bites. We are back outside. Oh, look at the old car here. So yeah, definitely not as big, but still a good store. They have a little food shack out here. I'm gonna kind of stay over here so the music isn't super loud, but here's some of their menus. So combo $13.50, combo $15.50, and then some other items here as well. That was our trip out to Bass Pro. Ignore the tags, they're still on it. It's a fun place to go into. Even if you don't buy anything, it's fun to look around, walk around. And the one in Springfield is actually like an exercise place because it's so big that by the time you walk the entire store, you've walked a lot. Next time we are there, we'll show you around. But if you're here in Florida,
Wonders of Wildlife too.
yeah, that's true, and the restaurant. 3 videos right there. But if you're in Florida, definitely check out a Bass Pro. They got a lot of good stuff. If you've been to Bass Pro, let us know what your favorite thing to get is. But I think we're gonna call it. With that being said, that does it for today. Thanks for watching.